Cockney and Son, now don't be daft. We've got proper opinions and plenty of graft. Old school chat with a podcast twist. So stick the kettle on, you don't want to miss. Cockney and Son, 2 generations in one London. God blimey, governor.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Cockney and Son Series 2 Episode 15. This week on Cockney and Son, I'm putting Dad's British knowledge to the test to see if he's still a proper old school Londoner. And we're also talking about people who don't RSVP, don't get me into it already, and the stress of kids wanting independence in year 7. And you, Dad, give your very honest advice on letting kids walk to school by themselves and the anxiety that goes around that for parents.
But can I ask first, what's with the bins?
Well, now I'm going to finish doing my introduction.
Oh, sorry.
Plus 2 Bleedin Dad Jokes that should probably come with a warning.
Well,
now you can ask about my glasses.
Yeah, what's with the bins?
Well,
I thought they was for long distance.
They are, well, yeah, but I do notice that things are a lot sharper.
Okay.
And I do enjoy wearing them because a lot of people say I look like Clark Kent now. And they do make you 10% more intelligent. So I've got you 5 pairs.
You're going to put an IVs on Bill?
Yeah.
God blimey, governor. It's now time for a bit of a natter.
So you are completely unprepared for this.
Always.
You thought we were just going to talk about the week because that's what we've been doing.
That's what you said.
That's what we've been doing over the last few
episodes.
I've
been busy as well. Been out and about everywhere and just to build up,
You went out just for the podcast.
Well, that's what you said. You said, get out, do something exciting.
Yeah.
Which I did.
Well, not to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I kind of assumed that you wouldn't, so I had to put something else in.
I've done it.
Well, I'm going to do this anyway because this is what I've planned. So this is a quiz that I've created, and I've given it the title of How British is Steve?
Do we get a prize?
Yeah.
Okay.
We want prizes and a cup of tea. So these are just questions. Some are general knowledge, some are just like British based. Okay, we'll see how well you do. If you are listening, play along at home.
Yes,
I will reveal the answers as we go along to see if you get them correct. Okay. Question number 1, nice and easy. Please name all 4 members of the Beatles.
The Beatles. Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
John Lennon.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr.
Yeah.
George Harrison.
Ding. Correct.
Thank you.
Do you like the Beatles?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah? Did you see them live?
I actually saw them.
Yeah.
Coming out of there was a place in Fulham called the Granville Studios.
Yeah.
It's a massive office block now, but I've seen them coming out of there.
Did you say, Ringo, telegram for Ringo Starr? Moving on before you make the podcast like 7 hours long. Do you know what HP stands for?
That's the Parliament.
Houses of Parliament. I never knew that until I saw this quiz.
You thought you could get it like pay weekly, HP.
What's that? But obviously we don't really have brown sauce, but I know from obviously remembering that it's a picture of the Houses of Parliament on it.
Of course, yeah.
So someone created a sauce called the Houses of Parliament sauce. Yeah. Do you think they have that in there then? Most probably. On their caviar? Yeah, of course. During their COVID parties? Yeah. A standard traditional English fry-out, Fry-out. What is the... What's on the plate? What is the main things to consider it a full English fry-out? Oh, English fry-out would be egg bacon. Yeah. Egg bacon sausage. Yeah. Beans, mushroom. Yeah. Fried bread. Yeah. Some people have black pudding. That's not on here. Okay. I mean, some people do, but... There's 2 more items. There's one is bubble and squeak. No, that's not. No? One is a side. It's not really on there. Well, not chips. Toast. Oh, toast. Yeah, some people have the fried bread. Some people have the toast, don't they? I would argue this though because it is the one you was missing was hash browns, and I think that's quite a new it's a new thing. I wouldn't say that's like a traditional. Yeah. Okay. What is a pub, like a British pub? Yeah. What is one of the top snacks that you can order? That you can order? So obviously you'll can I have a pint? A pie? Pie? Normally, because some pubs do a pie and a pint, don't they, for a certain price. Right. What, 40 quid?
That's a bit cheap.
No, it's in a packet.
Oh, crisp, isn't it? Oh, no, pork scratching peanuts.
Pork scratchings.
Pork scratchings.
Which is gross.
Yeah, but have you ever tried them?
Yeah. Do you like them?
No, I've tried them once. It's like take your teeth out.
I liked pork. This is ages ago.
They're quite hard, don't they?
I liked pork scratchers, and I think then I got a pack where I pulled out one, and it had like hair, but like hard, like a brush. Nice. So I was like, no, I can't eat that now.
No.
Who was the Prime Minister when you was a teenager? See, the questions are getting harder now.
When I was a teenager?
Yeah.
When I was a teenager, was it? It was either Harold Wilson.
Yeah.
Or
we're not playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. No, There's no lifelines. I just need one final answer.
I think it's. Would it be Harold Wilson?
Correct.
Thank you.
That's I don't even know who that is.
He used to have a pipe.
No idea.
And a rainback.
Was he the one before Winston Churchill?
After.
What is the one thing every dad keeps in a garage just in case? A garage. I'm guessing obviously if you have a house with a garage to the side. We obviously didn't have a garage on the 3rd floor. You had a shed. You
had a garage, but you got rid of it.
No. Well, but what is the one thing? This is a random one.
What's the one thing you keep in a garage?
Well, they won't get rid of, apparently. I'll just tell the answer because you won't ever get it.
No.
A random bit of wood. That's apparently, it'll still be useful.
Yeah.
That bit of wood, don't throw that away.
Don't throw that away, yeah.
Have you got a bit of wood in your coal shack?
No, not a bit of wood, no.
What's the one tool is your go-to? Do you have tools?
Yeah.
What do you have? I remember.
A hammer.
I remember this weird.
Quite a few tools.
Tool. This is a childhood memory. Don't know why it sticks in my mind. A tool bag.
Yeah.
That was like sort of like an old school gym bag.
Yeah.
And it was full of like tools, but then all the nails were like just in there. They weren't like.
I've still got that.
You still got that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. The answer should have been some grotty old tool bag.
See, it lasts a long time.
It's been a lot of places.
Yes.
Right. What is the exact? Well, this is fact. Yeah.
It is
based on market research and everything like this.
Yes. Yeah.
What is the acceptable age to start moaning about the weather?
Late 40s.
Late 40s.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Really?
It's actually 32.
Well,
so when you get to 30, so in your 30s, you can start moaning about the weather.
I don't moan about it when I'm 30.
Well, during the Ice Age, you didn't moan about it once. Oh, it's a bit cold. When is it going to hot up again?
I was out in all weathers, wasn't I?
Name 3 things old men blame on health and safety gone mad.
Ivies.
Right, but that's not one of these.
Well,
how about I just tell you what them are and you agree with them?
Yeah.
Because you basically what these is saying is compared to when you was younger.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's got an Ivies on these days.
Yeah, but no, this is more for children. I guess. Bonfires.
Bonfires, yeah.
So when you was younger, did people just light bonfires wherever they wanted to?
Yeah, more or less, yeah.
So nowadays you couldn't really do that.
No, you have to go to like an official bonfire. But, you know, people used to be like, if there was a bit of wasteland, people used to put old bits of wood up and anything, more or less anything they want to burn.
Yeah.
They could get rid of.
I actually forgot about this next item, and I'm actually it's quite sad because I remember lots of fun times with these, and I actually don't think the kids would know what one is or how to use it.
Okay.
Was conkers.
Oh yeah.
Because remember, you could take them into school and you'd have the conker matches, and obviously if you miss, you smash the other kid on the hand.
Yeah.
So I understand why schools have taken that away, but I remember that as a kid, so that's obviously stuck in my mind.
Yeah, because everyone used to go where the conker trees were, and they come down and some will come out the coating that they was covered in, and you break them open and get your conkers out.
And some kid at school would like, I've got the best conker, and they would like dip it in varnish or something like that.
Concrete.
Yeah.
And then paint it.
Ooh, imagine that now.
Yeah.
Kids will be like, the rope, it hurts my hands.
Yeah, I got a blister.
And it's sad now, thinking of all those unused conkers on the floors.
Yeah.
Help. I want to play.
All those shoestring, all those bits of string.
Terrible.
Yeah.
I might get conkers. When's the conker season?
It's normally the autumn, where they fall off the trees, don't they?
All right, fine. This autumn, I'm getting...
chestnut, they're really cool.
Yeah, I think we might have one in the garden. I can't remember. Maybe at the back somewhere.
Ooh. Guess what the kids are getting for Christmas?
Playgrounds. I agree with this because I've seen...
What's that?
I've seen some playgrounds from pictures of playgrounds, even when I was younger, to obviously when you were younger, how they would be like 6 foot climbing frames. The floor was there.
Monkey bars, they were called. Yeah.
And literally, just there was nothing.
Which is that?
Yeah, nothing. Like whoever built that back then, it's so funny that the thought of that's actually quite dangerous.
Yeah, cool.
Like of all the people that you think were employed to create these playgrounds, no one ever went.
I know.
Do you not think that that's slightly?
Because some of them slides were quite high. When you get up there and you was waiting, so all the kids are coming up to the queue. It was like rocking. Like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. It's like no. Should we go? Do you know what? Does anyone thought we should test these out first? No, just fine.
And in the summer, when you got a summer and it was hot, take your skin off.
You probably might if we get some.
And when they've done that safety mat stuff, the foam and that, it was concrete.
Bits of the buildings from World War II still on the floor.
It was. I mean, lucky you could land on a bomb.
Right. This is probably going to cause controversy.
Really?
It's a controversial question.
I don't want to do that.
Not everyone's going to agree.
I'll get trolled.
What's the best British biscuit for dunking in a tea?
For dunking in a tea?
Yeah. Richard is a dunker. I don't like tea, so I don't.
No, you don't drink. Well, different people got different.
Yeah, but what is just what I'm saying? What is your
my
go-to biscuit?
Go-to biscuit for a dunk would be the ginger nut.
Well, that's not it. Apparently, chocolate digested.
Well, no, because the chocolate melt in the hot tea, would it?
Depends how long you dunk it for and how hot the tea is.
No, that's all wrong.
Oh, okay. Well, if you disagree, how many channels on the television did you have growing up?
3. BBC 1, BBC 2.
Yeah, 3 originally, then 4 was launched.
Yeah, they went to 4, yeah.
But I heard that when you were little, your mum had a box and there was a square cut out.
Yeah.
And every night, one of you would climb into the box and perform a show.
Who told you that? That is true.
Auntie Vodka told me.
Yeah, it was quite an experience, that was.
So we'd be like, what's on the TV tonight?
Yeah. And it would be like, we'd be doing dancing and things. It was, and we had to dress up. Yeah, it's quite.
Your little cookie show. What's the most British sentence ever?
There's loads of sentences that different people
apparently, the most, which I don't really agree with, I don't even know what this is the most British sentence ever said was, ooh, turned out nice again. I don't think, ooh, turned out nice. No. There's loads more.
That's more of a northern saying.
I would say top ones would be, do you want a tea?
Yeah.
Tea or coffee or, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
sorry about that.
Yeah.
And last question of this random quiz we've created is, it's not really an answer. I just want you to describe this.
If I can.
If Britain had an official smell, like Britain was coming out with a perfume and aftershave, what would be the scent?
That's a good question. That could be, I should imagine like a fish and chip smell.
That's that funny. Chip shop vinegar.
Yeah.
But why would you want to smell like that? But I get that's what a British...
No, because, it's like, cause, back in the day before you had all the other sort of takeaways, that smell that used to come in the winter months, that used to come out of the chip shops.
So the other ones were wet pavements.
Oh, what, when it rained? Yeah. And grass.
With the rain, and grass, I would say. Yeah. As in, like a bacon roll, but that's not really British, is it, really?
No. I mean, me nan's alcohol breath.
Yeah.
Was quite a good one.
And a baby sham and actually, it says in the 70s, cigarette inside. Well, that's it for a bit of a natter. Yeah, because I don't want to talk about your week. I don't want to talk about your week.
I went out and done all them extra things.
All right, just quickly sum it up. Sum it up. What did you actually do? You came to my house on Sunday, family party.
Friday, I went to see my old mate.
Yeah, but you always do that. It's not different.
Not every Friday. That's every 2 or 3. Saturday, I watched the FA Cup final.
Boring.
Saturday night, I went to the Murder Mystery play. Sunday, I came here.
Exciting.
I was on the bouncy castle. Someone nicked my shoes.
Yeah.
I had to go on my bare feet. I don't know who that was. I want them. Tell them up.
Well, I'm glad.
I want them back. Tell them.
I'm glad that I went with the quiz then.
They're expensive, them blimps holes these days.
That was probably the worst unofficial British quiz known to man.
Yeah.
So we're going to move on. From? Internet. Tinternet.
Is that why you got your bins on it?
Tinternet, yeah. I created it myself.
Yes, you did.
According to my calculations. Let's move on to this.
Adam and Eve it? Would you? I can't believe it. Adam and Eve it.
So obviously May is birthday month.
It is.
I feel like birthdays just go on forever. Although I'm not begrudging it.
You do make them last.
Yeah, Richard is very Victorian when it comes to
parties. Start in May because their birthday's not until sort of middle and end of May, but it starts at the beginning.
He does like the warm-up party, the family party, the kids party, the early party. So anyway, we're all partied out a bit, but we can't pretend that we got to pretend carry on because obviously the girlie's birthday hasn't actually happened. Although she's got another party on Saturday, it's still not her birthday. The poor thing has been waiting all these. Keeps having these parties, can't open anything. Although she did find your puzzle.
She did.
And she ripped that open.
She
And the toy. So I've had to hide everything. Anyway, kids parties, you send out invitations and you RSVP. A lot of them do say, and this is why I didn't bother, what do you want? Do you want the cheese or the ham or the vegan or the gluten-free and all this blah stuff, I just figured, you know what?
Yeah, but you got to be careful these days.
No, I just thought...
There's so many allergies.
I didn't say on the invitation it's drop off. Yeah. So I would just assume that you parents are going to have to stay there and monitor the food options as any responsible parent would be, not drop them off and go to the local Witherspoons for a $6.99 bottle of Prosecco.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, back in the day, there was not as many allergies as there was. You know what it's like. You go into a restaurant nowadays and first thing they say is, "Oh,
have any allergies?
You got any allergies?" And you're thinking,
"What do you go? No."
But years ago, you just got your food and
meat,
hope for the best.
Meat, veg,
hope for the best, wasn't it?
Spicy things,
and hope for the best.
Anyway,
that your tongue didn't swell up.
Any parent out there who's organised a child's party that you need to hear about numbers, because again, the party that I've arranged isn't really based on per child, right? So if, let's say, because obviously I've done a laid back, lazy party for the girlie. So I'm not doing something where I have to know how many people are coming.
Okay.
I'm not doing something where I'm going to ask for a food option. Yeah. And then, but if you're waiting, so this is the point of my moan is people who get an invitation, because you have to give them out, quite a few months before, because everyone has a social calendar and everyone has to take their kids out all the time now. So just RSVP to say that you're going to come.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But the thing is, also, in this day and age, you've got so many ways of doing that now.
Yeah.
You would have to send. They used to be on them whatever it is. There used to be an attachment that you filled it and you sent it back. Well, these days you got.
Well, no, I literally did the invitation. At the bottom was my RSVP to my phone number. Yeah. I'm not in the school WhatsApp.
Yeah, but I know that, this day you got WhatsApp. You got
But my point of that is, like you say, is easy. It's easy to do.
Yeah,
okay. So what stops people from waiting until literally the day before to say, I'm going to come. Yeah. Or some people don't RSVP and turn up. So say you did.
Well, sometimes, people, some of the mums might, if there's a little group again, have you got an invite?
Yeah.
I didn't get one and stuff like that.
I mean, I think the whole street outside the school got invited.
Well, yeah, my mate's son got invited.
Like that. Fair enough. So my point is, just if you've got to, because it's not cheap.
No, not at all.
No. So what I'm saying is, if you gave out 30, let's just say 30 invitations to 30 kids, and then obviously party bags are expected and all that stuff, and then you've got
They're still doing party bags these days, yeah.
So say you've got to buy the items to go into the party bags, yeah. So then say you only make 20, and then 25 turn up. Do you know what I mean? So it's about, it's just a bit of, it's just a fundamental lack of respect.
The ones that reply get the party bags. The ones who didn't reply and turn up don't get nothing.
What I could do is write on the bag saying,
simple as that.
Your parent never texted me.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting an empty bag.
Because I think it is one of those things that when you first have kids and you become a parent and then you do their parties, you do go a bit oh, it's their part. And then and some parents go crazy. Oh, let's get this cake. That's £700 for this cake.
Exactly.
And I just think it's sort of like anything. Yeah. The novelty wears it off, but obviously, she loves a party, didn't she?
She does.
She does.
She's a party girl,
and it's a hard one because obviously I don't even know how many people. I've got a lot of people that have confirmed, but I don't know how many are going to come.
So how many is officially coming?
2. No, that's me and Rich. Just still waiting for the boys' RSVP. No. I think there's probably going to be about 30.
Well, that's quite a lot.
So, and it's free at bouncy castles. They're just going to go crazy.
Yes, I know, yeah.
Anyway, my point of it is I know that there's some people that haven't bothered to reply to me, even to say we can't go. Even if their kid doesn't want. Let's be open and honest. Even if some kid, because the girlie thinks that everyone is her friend, even if they might be like their worst enemy. Yeah. But if that kid didn't want to go, or say I got an invitation and the kids didn't want to go to it, I would say, oh, I'm really sorry, we already have plans.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? At least I would say that.
Yeah.
People who just point blank don't reply,
bit rude,
I don't understand that.
It's rude, isn't it?
Anyway, so that was my moan. If you get a party invitation, RSVP straight away.
It's only manners, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a lot of stress for some people.
It don't take long.
I mean, if I didn't have Richard to do it all,
they see you, but they see you most day at the school gates anyway. So I don't have to come over and say
exactly. So moving on then to say it like Steve. So we're going to ask you a question.
Okay.
For some advice.
Okay, you've got it.
Don't sugarcoat it. Sometimes in life, you just gotta say it like Steve.
This is more like just giving you a world of wisdom to people like parents like me who has a child in year 6. Gonna go into year 7, and basically the child wants to walk to school by themselves.
Okay.
Go here. He started going to the shop with money.
Yeah.
It's a big step because he's still oblivious to the dangers
of course.
that lie around him.
I can imagine.
So what's your advice on letting them, what's it called? Letting the apron strings.
Oh, cut the apron strings.
Cut the apron strings.
Yeah, but it's an old one. But there is going to be a time where you're going to have to do this. Let him have his independence.
But I think what you need to you do need to realise that cutting the apron strings in 1962 is a lot different to 2026.
I quite agree. But you still got to do it. Because you can't keep picking him up here and there, and there is a stage here want to do it on his own, and the more he does it, he'll get used to it.
I think it's
it is a stressful thing this day and age. Knowing that if especially when he gets a little bit older, he's going to be going out with his mates and that.
I look at it like this. I know that there's so many different dangers that could happen. But I would say, unless I've blocked it from my mind, I don't think that I was ever, so the fears are being mugged. The fears are whatever. I've never been mugged, touch wood.
Not even right.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is there is the chance that these things will never happen.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So that's what you got to imagine. But like anything, I do feel like nowadays, and I myself am one of these people, depending on the situation, that you over worry about it to the point that kids don't do it. It's like fairground rides, for example, you see it. If she's over 1.2, I say go on it. You're obviously allowed to go on it. Rich is a bit more hesitant, isn't he? But I'm like, well, why would they make it 1.2? Where obviously that scenario, I'm a bit like, don't worry about it. Whereas when he went down to the shop the other day, that wasn't anything that was discussed with me. He made that choice. So I was a bit like, but it was fine.
Yeah.
I did say, though, if he gets kidnapped, you're to blame. Because I had no part of that.
But the thing is, it's like any walks of life, you're going to have to do it,
I think there's ways to reduce things from happening. Like, don't get your phone out. Don't.
Well, that's
the problem.
That's anything. You just keep. Yeah, you just don't. And the thing is, though, like it's just certain areas that have more trouble than others.
Yeah.
Just keep. You just.
It was funny though, because obviously the girlie picks up on everything, and she went to me, "Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna walk to school by myself." Okay. I was like, absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not. And then it's hard because where he wants to do this thing where he walks to school and he leaves like 5 minutes earlier, because she scoots, she tries to scoot up to him.
Oh, right,
so it makes my life a little bit harder. I say to him, if you're going to walk to school by yourself, which is pointless.
So a little bit earlier. You have
to go a bit earlier, just wait at the gate if that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
And basically the issue that we had was on Monday, I said that he could walk home from school by himself because Richard works from home.
Yeah.
And obviously I go to gymnastics.
Okay.
That would help me. I wouldn't have to drive back to the house.
Yeah.
But Richard decided to work in the office, so he knew he had to find out where it was first. I gave him the sat nav to find out where the office was.
And his desk.
So he could go into it. They said, "Who are you?"
Yeah, are you a newbie?
So I was saying to him, You are allowed to walk home by yourself, but you're not allowed to be in the house by yourself.
No, you've got to be a certain age as well.
Yeah. I told him it was like 14 or something.
It is about, I think it is 14.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So if you do want, and then he's going, I'm going to walk home by myself today. I said, but if you're in front of me and the girlie, you're just going to have to stand at the door.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. Like that, but that's to him. It's like, I'm walking home from school.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
It's a bit of independence.
Give me your money, kid.
Yeah. A bit of independence for a minute, you can see what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he did walk home on his own, he'd only be standing at the door for a little while, wouldn't he?
Yeah. I'll say, you can walk home from school today because Granddad's driving us home.
Yeah.
He'll soon get in that car.
Of course you will.
So your final bit of advice is...
you got to let him...
It's scary, but...
Yeah, it's scary, but you got to let him do it. I mean, when he goes to secondary school, he'd be going on his own, wouldn't he?
I would say, piece of advice that was given to me by the boys' secondary school, although I would already know how to do this, it was to do dry runs, like practice runs of going to school.
Yeah.
Because obviously,
the
example they gave was a lot of kids get on a bus, but they'll go on the wrong side. So they've obviously gone the other way. I'm on the 462 or whatever it is, but then they're going the other way.
Not on the right bus stop.
Yeah, so it's about practicing those journeys, but also doing it in the peak times that they're going to be driving.
And you got plenty of time, haven't you, to do it? Plus, and also you got, how many trackers you got on him?
12, and a personal bodyguard, which she doesn't know about.
Is he XAS?
Yeah. Gotta go distract him.
Yeah.
For this, it's costing me quite a lot of money. But exactly. Better to be safe than sorry.
Of course.
Right. Did I have a dry run? I don't think I had a dry run from secondary school.
No.
On the tube, on the overground.
You know where it was. Yeah.
Waterloo Station.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Going through Cardboard City, which is now the IMAX Theatre.
Oh, is it? Is that where it was?
It used to be called Cardboard City.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's time for everyone's favourite part of the podcast.
What, the end?
Yeah.
Get ready to laugh. It's now time for the Bleedin Dad Joke.
I'm going to make you laugh this week. I've put a lot of thought process
have you?
into these jokes.
No. They're not sick ones, are they?
I've never heard them before. So I'm hoping, I don't know, we'll see. Depends on your humour. 4 jokes, 2 each, head to head. You've not got any notebook in front of you.
I forgot to bring it.
Do you know your jokes?
Well, not the ones that I've written down, but I've got some jokes that I can tell.
So you're pulling these out of your head?
Yeah.
So we might have heard these before.
No, I haven't heard them.
I don't even know that you could be 100% guaranteed that you ain't said these jokes.
No, I haven't said these jokes.
So you better go first then before you forget it.
Okay, right. So the other day, right, I was out and about, you know, doing me weekly entertainment because you said I went in a shoe shop and I thought I like them shoes. So I said, "Can I try them, please?" Size 9. So you brought the shoes over. I put them on. I said, "A bit tight." She said, "Try them with the tongue out." I said, "Film it tight."
That's really good. And I'm glad that you wasn't ashamed to put on your natural voice. I'll start off with the lighter one. Okay.
Good.
Okay. My boss said to me, "You are the worst train driver ever. How many have you derailed this year?" I said, "I'm not sure. It's hard to keep track."
Oh.
It's a joke for Alex.
Right, you want me number?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so I was still in this shoe shop.
Oh, yeah?
And I bought a pair of shoes. Yeah, they very nice they were. Tortoiseshell.
Yeah.
Lovely. Took me 3 hours to get out of the shop.
That was so predictable. Actually, they're going quite well this week.
Yes.
But end it on a banger. My grandfather complained that my generation relies too much on technology, so I unplugged his life support.
Oh. That's
what?
terrible.
It's true. Technology, right?
It is, I know.
Well, thanks for listening to Cockney Son episode 15. If you've enjoyed the episode, give us a follow, leave a review, because no one did at all.
Really?
No one has.
Oh, no.
And tell your friends, especially the ones... Yeah, tell your friends, especially the ones who RSVP, then disappear. We're available on all podcast platforms. You can watch along on YouTube, and apparently now even Alexa's got involved.
Really?
Yeah.
What, you just say, Alexa?
See, Alexa, play Cockney Son.
And they go, oh, that's...
And they do it.
That's superb.
And we'll see you next week.
So there's no excuse for anyone.
There is not.
That's it for this week's Cockney Son. If you had a laugh, hit follow or subscribe, whatever button's in front of you. Leave us a review if you're feeling fancy, and don't forget to share it with someone who loves a bit of a moan. We're on Instagram and TikTok at Cockney Son, so come say hello. Thanks again if you've made it this far, and until next time, cheers from the old man and the not so young one.